So there has been this unknown mystery illness going around that is going to impact MMA and UFC history forever, basically. And I wanted to talk about that in this video, but before I do talk about that, I just want to say something real quick. So normally I don't upload this often. I uploaded a video on Monday, and then I'm uploading this one. This is obviously just because this is a very big topic and I had to talk about it before this whole thing dies out, because I don't know how long this is going to be a thing for. But you guys probably know of this mystery illness. I just can't say the specific name because YouTube will demonetize if I do that. But you guys know the mystery illness starts with a C, sounds like a beer. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, this mystery illness has been spreading like crazy. You guys already know about this. It's gonna be really hard not to say the name, by the way, because I'm just so used to saying it. First of all, for those of you guys that don't know who I am, my name is Mark. This is my YouTube channel. It's called Superhuman Fitness. My channel goal basically is to help beginners get more into shape and just learn how to defend yourselves whenever you need to. But this video is obviously more health related, more UFC related. I do UFC breakdowns and stuff as well. That will obviously help you in your street fight scenarios, your professional fighting or whatever, amateur fights, just by breaking it down. So if you're in a self-defense situation, you see what the pros do, you can do that. But anyways, that's off topic. And as you guys probably already know, this virus has been spreading around like crazy, right? People are getting infected non-stop. Now sporting events have just been shutting down. Like I'm pretty sure the Olympics is off. There's a bunch of crazy stuff going on. And what that means with UFC, right? Dana White put out a video on the UFC YouTube page. Dana White basically put out this video. It's about a minute long. This is on YouTube. And he's talking about how this mystery disease, I had to cut it out the first time, how this mystery disease is impacting like all the sporting events and how he can't risk that. But he also said that UFC 249 is still going on, right? So what he's doing is he's taking all these fights and he's having them on in an arena with nobody, right? Nobody is going to be there except the fighters, which is crazy. This has never happened. And I think this will be a game changer for UFC and obviously MMA, but UFC specifically because UFC is the type of thing to go and switch locations, right? So sometimes they'll be in Vegas, sometimes they'll be like in Maryland, they'll be all over the place, right? Brazil, they just hop around so people can go buy tickets if you're in the area, or if you're close to the area, you go over, you know? And that's what they've been doing. But now it's all online. So I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna realize that you don't have to have people come to a venue for you to be able to make money, right? They'll realize that you could make tons of money, the same amount probably, if not more maybe, on just by selling stuff online, having people watch the fight online, having maybe even breakdowns, because when there's not like a huge audience there to influence like the judges or the fighters or anything, it's a whole different game. You could hear the fighters talking, for example. You could hear the cornermen talking. The fighters can hear their own cornermen telling them what to do. And this is so different because at normal UFC events, just screaming all the time. Sorry if my hand is shaking, by the way. It's literally resting on the steering wheel, holding my I got a new phone, so better camera hopefully. But anyways, back to this topic. There's a bunch of fights that are going on now. I know they have one in Brazil, but that one isn't completely off limits. I think they can only have like 100 people there or something. But I'm pretty sure the Khabib versus Tony fight, that's gonna be nobody except the fighters and their own cornermen and stuff like that. So that's gonna be crazy. Now people have a lot of opinions on whether this is good, this is bad. Most people don't like it. Obviously, here are some comments of people and what they think. Yeah, so some people obviously are not happy. So Dana White was saying the UFC will still sell like pay-per-view and stuff online, so you could still watch the fight from home. You just can't watch it in the event. So when they realize you don't have to rent out an like this venue to have the fight at, you don't have to keep switching locations and have all these people fly over, you don't have to do all that, and they see that the money's still there, I think this will be game changing for the UFC specifically. Now, how will it be game changing for MMA, you might be asking? Well, first of all, nobody is able to go to any gym right now. Like, I mean, I don't want to say nobody, because I'm sure there's like some gyms that just don't care. And I don't recommend that, obviously, because you don't want this thing spreading. But, for example, I go to, right now I have 2 gyms that I go to. One's actually just a trial right now, but it's a really cool place, so I'm gonna have to sign up for there as well. But I also go to a jiu-jitsu place. So one's an MMA place, one's a jiu-jitsu place. And this jiu-jitsu place, you guys have, I've made videos on there with Tad. You could click a card right here somewhere for the video I made with Tad on how to pass a guard. This gym specifically shut down completely for a week, right? Then we're making online classes, I believe, for a couple of weeks after. So online Brazilian jiu-jitsu classes, that's so strange. People have done that before, by the way, like the Gracie family. I'm pretty sure Henry Gracie has his Gracie University that he only made a 20% discount on. So still trying to profit off this. I think that's kind of whatever, man. You got to do what you got to do. So now jiu-jitsu places got like online classes. All these gyms are just shut down completely. So nobody's really getting the training that they're used to. So when people come back, I bet like 90% of these fighters are going to be super rusty. Now, aside from being rusty, there's a ton of crap that could happen, right? So we already know nobody could train, but when people come back to train, first of all, how long are people not going to be able to train for, right? Some people say it's like a month, say this whole situation goes on for another month, 2 months, 3 months, God knows. I hope it's not that bad, but people will start canceling gym memberships, right? That's not cool, because how is the gym going to stay as a gym, right? Like, it's still a business. It's not going to sustain itself when nobody's paying for the membership. So people start canceling memberships. I would imagine this is going to drop a lot of gyms' prices, first of all, try to get people back. But at the same time, this whole thing, when people are quitting, there's a lot of nice gyms that people like that are still small that aren't going to be able to sustain themselves, and they're going to shut down. So I would imagine tons of gyms are going to be shutting down. And this is all due to just people canceling their memberships. Like this whole thing, we could stay home and be safe together, right? Like, wash your hands, don't go outside too much, stay inside, not too much contact with like random people. Just be safe, like stuff that would make you not get sick in any other way. That's what you got to do. But still live your life, you know what I'm saying? Now, these guys that are canceling their gym memberships, and if it's you, please rethink that, because gyms just can't like run by themselves, you know? But the same thing with me, like I want to make YouTube like my full-time thing, because I love, not YouTube specifically, just like martial arts in general, but YouTube would be awesome because that's like probably the best way, in my opinion, like my biggest hobby. I wouldn't be able to sustain myself on YouTube if I didn't get YouTube paycheck. Now, granted, my YouTube paychecks are minimal, like super small, like the smallest YouTube has, because my channel is like small, right? But it's something, right? And this something helps me be able to make more of this and more of this and more of this, because I love doing this. But I can't work, like if I want to do this, that's giving up time for work or time for school. I'm in college, so any small bit when I get from this channel, it really does help to be able to do the same thing. And that's the same thing with gyms, right? Gyms run off of the people that go there. I run off of you guys. So that being said, canceling the gym memberships, it would screw so much up. The UFC itself is gonna probably rethink the way it's been doing its fights in the past. Hopefully not. Hopefully they'll still do what they normally do when this all gets better. But for now, nobody's gonna be watching the events. It's all gonna be online, which is crazy. My phone is shaking so much. It's all gonna be online, and you're just gonna have to do pay-per-view. I'd imagine some people are actually going to stream it, which might kind of mess up their profit margins, but you know, that's how it be anyways. People, not everybody goes to the events, not everybody has ESPN or pay-per-view, so people will sometimes do that. I don't recommend it, obviously, not the move. Especially on YouTube. Talking about supporting my channel, by the way, I really appreciate you guys just watching the videos. That in itself means a ton to me. If you could watch the whole thing, obviously I have ads that go through it. These ads are how I make my YouTube money. I was thinking about it, and people don't really like ads, so I want to think of like a different way to make some small amounts of profit so I could keep the channel running. And whenever I do get profits, I want to reinvest it into this channel, right? Like I just got a green screen recently. I want to get a nice microphone. I want to do that stuff, but I can't just do that with my own money because I don't work much, and I'm in college, right? So I got to pay that off as well. So any money that comes from this YouTube channel, I'm going to reinvest, right? Now, that being said, I just started a clothing line yesterday. I had it before, but the clothing honestly was like for bodybuilding stuff because that's what I was really into before. But now it's a martial arts Teespring page, and these shirts are $25 on average. $25 for the best quality shirts, by the way. Now, these shirts are 100% premium, super soft cotton is what it says, and it's literally like the best option I have on there. So that's what I have. The best material on Teespring, $25. I'm not making much profit on that at all, really, but that's still something, and I wanted to give to you guys. So here's some pictures of the shirts, by the way, that I have on there. It's shirts. I have some leggings for women. It's men and women stuff on there, by the way. That is the stuff I have on my Teespring page right now. If you could buy any of that, that would mean a ton for me, like a ton. Probably gonna start wearing that stuff in my videos, but yeah. So if you guys buy any of that, that would mean a lot. If you guys enjoyed this video on UFC and MMA and how this mystery illness and virus or sickness or whatever will impact MMA forever and UFC forever, then drop a like on this video. Subscribe for more videos just like this, and thank you guys a ton for watching. I love you guys. Peace out.